or something. Hey, team. Oh man, that's not your thing. Listen. A lot of them from my day. I tell you that. A lot of them from my day. Hey, y'all. Thank you. Y'all want to ask her a question? Y'all get a man perspective from Marie. Ask her a question. I got a question. You ready to answer my question?
Mm-hmm.
Why do men think it's okay to leave women on?
To leave women on?
Like,
no, well, that's easy.
Okay.
Because we allowed to. Like, y'all let that shit go, so of course we gonna do it. Like, it's not, we don't think it's okay. We know we're not doing the right thing, but we don't give a fuck because y'all cool with it. Y'all know it's, y'all that's what y'all want, really. As long as a nigga don't lie, omitting the truth ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, like, nigga might not say, nigga ain't gonna lie to you. Now, if he lying, that's two different things, right? Like, if he say, straight lying, that enters in a line of some bullshit, right? But I know a lot of niggas just don't tell the truth. Just don't say nothing. If they ask them a question, niggas just laugh that shit off. How I used to do. So when we gonna be there? Man, chill out, man. You know I fuck with you. That's the truth. I fuck with you. Man, chill out, man. I fuck with you. And y'all cool with it. They cool with it. They okay with it. They allow it. A man really gonna do what a woman allows. At a certain age in a man's life, he's gonna know exactly what he wants. He's gonna pursue that. So y'all gonna meet in a whole different space. And when a man wanna be with somebody, he's gonna like actively seek that. And y'all meeting up gonna be completely different than any other thing you ever experienced in your life because he actively wants. He's actually actively pursuing something. That's two different things, right? Like if a man is situated in his career, he then got this, he then got that, he then got this, he then got that. He pretty much finished with that part of his life, and now he's just looking for somebody to settle down with. He's literally gonna act like that. Like he's looking for a wife. Like so, he gonna act like he's looking for a wife. Other than that, niggas just figuring this shit out.
Any other question y'all got for me?
I fucked that up.
No, you answer right because that's the truth. Like if we know we're dealing with a man who don't want to settle down, don't want to be in a relationship, we still dealing with him. That's on us.
And y'all gotta understand that a man is tunnel vision. Men don't think about love. Men is solely motivated and driven by their purpose. Love is not on a nigga radar. And when y'all think y'all on a nigga radar, you're lying to yourself. A nigga gotta finish all that other shit first, and then his tunnel vision will open up. And his tunnel vision at that point will be kids and a family and all this other stuff like that. But until that, if you're dealing with somebody that's like, in the streets or whatever the case may be, or, moving and trying to get it up or doing this and doing that, a nigga can't solely dedicate energy to love like that. A nigga's not designed like that. I always say, like, in order for a black man to be, like, super successful, you gotta be selfish for a second. It has to be. It's almost, like, necessary. And trying to, like, get a person to open up that tunnel vision, that's like trying to talk to somebody when they ain't listening. Like, nigga ain't hear that shit. nigga will feel like that while he talking to you. Like, damn, man, you know what? I should have settled down with you because you have been down with me for a little while. And as soon as you get out the truck, nigga be like, man, fuck it. Move on with, you know, like.
If a man doesn't want to get married, can the right woman change his mind?
The man has to get married. No man gonna look at somebody and be like, damn, she deserves a ring. No, you gotta be like, I'm ready to give somebody a ring. Like, it ain't no woman in the world that could make a nigga be like, yeah, this what I want to do this, like, just for her. Like, nah, you gotta be ready for that. Like, a man has to be ready to give that type of commitment to, not only to himself, to God, and to that woman. Like, a man has to be ready for that internally. Like, a woman is not provoking that. Like, if I met you at the wrong time, it would have just been the wrong time. Nothing about, it's nothing about it that could have made me look at you and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this so I can marry her. Nah, it just ain't the right time. A man has to want to get married first, and then once he decides to make that commitment to himself and to God, then he makes a commitment to that woman. Why a nigga be in a relationship for 7, 8 years? You don't think at year 2 or year 3 that the woman done something to be like, damn, yeah, you really deserve a ring? Nah, nigga, she really been deserved the ring. It's just about when you was ready in that space to give it to her.
That's a great answer, though. Somebody said they're on year 6.
Huh?
Somebody said they're on year 6. He should know by 2 years after that he's playing with you at the age 30 plus.
It's not true. A man will know on day 2 if he ready for what he ready for. It's not no time. It's about where a man at in his life and what he got going on. It ain't got nothing to do with it. None of that type of shit. There's a lot of variables to why a man, feel like he ready to sit down. There's a ton of variables. Where he at in his career, like what he got going on. Do he, is family on his radar? Like, think about it. Think about you, babe. Think about when you was at the peak of Crayon Case, right? Mm-hmm. Still at the very peak, and how you was moving, how busy you was, and how much you had going on, how busy you was all the time, or whatever like that, right? You still had love and family at the forefront of what you felt.
Right.
Like, you still wanted to be in love. Right. You still wanted to have a family. Like, you think a man gonna be thinking about that shit and he made $1 million in one day? A nigga not thinking about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just not. He's just, a man has to want that. A man has to desire that. It's nobody's gonna come across the table that's gonna stop that. That's gonna interfere with that. It's something that a nigga just gotta go. Like, Meek wasn't gonna marry niggas. He wasn't ready for that. But I guarantee when he's ready for that, like, should he have married her? Like, that would have been a perfect time or whatever like that, a good person. She probably is more deserving of the person when he's ready than the person he was with. But he wasn't ready at that time with her. He just didn't meet her at the end of that process. So, like, in 4 years, 5 years, when, that is on the forefront of his mind, if that ever becomes the forefront of his mind, his focus, then whoever right there at that current time, that's who's going to get it. Not the person that was there the whole time. Might be, but don't mean it. I got a person else.
Who using him? I'm not going live on the Crown Case page. The person who's over the page is going to go live. So if y'all want to go see who the new Crown Case is, go to the Crown Case page. Push out intake on how some people feel that the marriage doesn't mean anything but a good table. I'm going to let her answer that. Yes, I love when Ray speaks. He articulates himself so well, and he got so much knowledge and wisdom, and everything he talk about, it just make me desire him more. He's such a great thinker and so knowledgeable in terms of life. What's your instinct on how some people feel that marriage doesn't mean anything but a piece of paper?
That's not true. I think if you look at it like that, then you probably shouldn't be married if you look at it like that. Because it's much more than that. It's at the end of the day, it's not about the piece of paper, but it's a bond and an oath that you took to be this person to someone, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you could fall short of that in many cases, but at the end of the day, you took an oath to be this kind of person. It's almost like this. It's almost like me being who I am, and then a cop, right? A cop is sworn not to do no crime and not to be this type of person. You took an oath to do that. Mm-hmm. And then you out here doing some wild shit, you wild. See what I'm saying? But if another nigga do it, I ain't took no oath. I'm still wild, but I'm not wild because, I ain't took no oath to do that. I ain't sworn. I ain't stood in front of no judge and told him, this what I'm on right now, though. Like, I ain't did that. But, so that's what it is like to me. Like, you took an oath between you and God and said you're going to do this and you're going to do right by this. Like, this is what you want. Like, and I think when you start wilding and doing wild shit, it's kind of like a cop being crooked.
Right.
Like, you tripping. Like, that's the difference. Like, so I think it's not about the piece of paper, but it's more so about the conversation you had between yourself and God and the significant other. But I think some men like want love. Some people desire that. Like, some men do that, but it's not a lot. Like, I'm that type of person, right? I saw love up close for 30-something years. Like, that's something I desire. But I'm gonna walk around with that on. You gonna know that at day one that you meet me, right? Like, you gonna either know this, like, anybody know that about me. Right. That's Rayzor. Like, this nigga, he loves a family. He want to be a family man. Like, that is what he on all the time.
Right. Cause that's what you witnessed growing up.
Yeah. That is what. Like.
And you made me realize that I really didn't see love up close, and that's why. Like, me being, my mom was married twice, mm-hmm. But I still didn't see the love. I still didn't see the affection. I still didn't see a man, doing, like, a man showing his wife, mm-hmm. all the love. And so when you kind of point, that was somebody the first time ever pointed out to me, like, damn, I really didn't ever see love up close.
Yeah. I saw this, like, that's a part of what I think family is. Like, if somebody came from a broken home or something else, like, that may not be what you think love is. But when I think of love, I think of what I saw. And I think that's the only way to complete something that I know to be, in my mind. Like, it can go a lot of different ways, but that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? So when I look for fulfillment and I look for completion and I look for a family, I look at children, I look at whatever, I look at having a child, whatever. I look at all of that as marriage and being with one person and monogamy, and I look at all of that shit because of what I saw, how my daddy taught me to be. Watch it. I'm gonna make sure you don't see it again. But you act like you over here talking about something personal. Girl, this is a conversation that is normal. What's wrong with you? It's a dream. I probably wish a nigga would. Think I would. Before the nigga said earlier, how you shave your cat nice ass?
That show's funny. So what I'm hearing is Ray was raised in love, unlike most of us who were raised on survival. Love that for y'all, because that's what the children will see. Yeah, true. Because we definitely was raised on survival. For sure.
I mean, but sometimes that people ignite people to be different from what they saw too. So I don't know. I'm just saying, my personal, I don't know if that's real or not. That's what I personally, that's me. I just don't think men are meant to, like, men not raised in love. Men not raised to be married. Men not raised for that. Women are raised on that.
Do you think since social media, marriage became a thing to do? Like weddings became more of an event versus like the oath and the.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Do you think like it became more of a trend?
I don't think so, because that shit is a heavy thing that you can't fake intertwining your life with a motherfucker.
But they've been doing it. Say that.
You can't fake that shit. So if somebody is doing it for trendy purposes, then oof, that's tough, because that's something you gotta stick out with the rest of your life. So, I don't know. What you think?
I think in engagement, marriage, all that became a trend. It became something to do when it's nothing to do. That's what I think. I think, I don't know, like the reason for, like, marriage views changed so much. Like, it used to be like, bitch, your family straight, my family straight, let's get married. Like, that's what it used to be, thousands of years ago. It used to be about, like, like setting the tone for future things. And then it became about love,